couple with the lowest combined total of judges' scores and viewer votes, and therefore leaving right now, is Andy and Sharna.
And here's the skinny. We're starting off with Dancing with the Stars. Andy Dick.
It was a good run.
I think so. Andy Dick had, you know what? He was wonderfully gracious. He tried his very hardest. Every time he was on the dance floor, he was winning hearts left and right, but he was definitely not a winner of those hard-to-master steps, to be sure. Andy's gone. Kelly Pickler and Derek Huff, who, by the way, had immunity anyway, still killed it last night. Apparently still one of the best dances of the evening, even though they knew that they were safe and they were not going to be eliminated, but they're always wonderful anyway. So going back to Andy Dick just for a second, because he's so wonderfully funny, apparently on his way out he said, every week I'm thinking, really, why? How is it that this is happening and I'm still here? Let's take a listen. Oh, I'm sorry, we already heard him. Well, anyway, Andy's
it was
gone.
fun seeing that move again.
Kelly's in. The world moves on with Dancing with the Stars.
He did very well. All right, let's talk about Jason Collins, the NBA center, who came out this week, the first athlete in a major U.S. sport to come out and say he's gay. Well, apparently he asked for some advice, and NSYNC's Lance Bass. Before he came out, he called him up and said, hey, what'd you do? And essentially, Lance Bass said, he wished he had come out on his own terms, but there was a magazine article back when he came out in 2006, and he sort of had his hand forced. But he did say, he told Collins that he should sit down with groups like GLAAD to get information on how to handle coming out to the public, and that's what he basically recommended. Reach out to all these support groups. And he said that when he came out, he thought, it was going to be a terrible thing for his career, that he got all this support and all this wonderful, and it really made that coming out much easier than he expected it to be.
And truly for Jason, it's been the exact same response. He's gotten overwhelming support. There has been a little pushback, but the experts don't think it's really going to affect his career. They think there's right. Everybody's an athlete anyway. Level playing field. Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't change that. So good for them. I like that that's actually happening. And experts also say more of them might be coming out as well. It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
Okay, moving on to Kim Kardashian and Kanye West in the news once again, but this is good news.
Okay.
So Kim is pregnant, very much so. She's about to have this little baby. Apparently, they are asking friends and fans and family to hold off on sending them any baby gifts and instead send it to I hope I get this right, the Lurie Children's Hospital in Chicago, which is near where West grew up. Basically, they say they have enough and instead send it to people who are in need. This is according to TMZ. There's no telling where they're going to have the baby, but it's starting to sound like it may actually happen at this hospital, and that's why they did that.
This one backfired on me. I picked the story, and you were supposed to read it. Somehow the order got switched, and I have to read it. Gwyneth Paltrow was on Chelsea recently, and she talked about, apparently to set it up a little bit, she had a dinner date with Chelsea Handler and another friend recently, and the friend, apparently a different friend, talked about problems with the husband, and the advice is pretty shocking. Take a look.
One of our friends was like, I got in a big fight with my husband and I went home and I just wanted to scream and yell. And you were like, whatever you're doing, do the opposite. If you feel angry, go at him with love and you give him a What
if my mother sees this show?
She didn't deny it. Notice that. She's just a little embarrassed. But you know what? I think there's a lot of men out there saying, yep, good advice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with that.
I hope everybody at home can lip read because that was pretty good advice.
That was pretty